San Antonio, this is Rob for the MetalWorks. I'm here at the headquarters, and it brings me great pleasure to welcome one of our own, yes, a New York native, and I'm very proud to say he's one of our own. Welcome back the man, Mr. Billy Milano of MOD, and historically with SOD. Welcome back, Billy, to Rob's MetalWorks. It's always an honor and a privilege to have you and to talk with you, man. Thanks for coming on over today.
Thank you very much. Of course, I'm happy to be here. Except for the traffic, everything was awesome.
Well, you know, we have some time together this evening. We're going to share some good food and have some good conversation. There's a lot to talk about. It's been already a few years since you've been back here, but first and foremost, I want to talk about your brand new record with MOD, the Red, White, and Screwed. I've had a chance to listen to it online. I've had a chance to listen to it here at home. And one of the things that I quickly kind of noticed, and I think people kind of assumed with past works, that there's always been some kind of satire with Billy Milano. And this record just seems like this, you know, we're not playing anymore. This is just like the real brutal heaviness of my roots in hardcore in New York. And here it is. Tell me, is that the gist of it?
Well, pretty much. I think, you know, as I got older, I proved my cynicism, which has really been the entrance to what I was going to do in the next phase of whatever I do in either music or entertainment. And this MOD record was basically an introspective. It's everything that I personally believe in, like, vehemently. I stand by to the letter this record. You know, there's no third-party characterization of someone saying it. It's literally, this is what I believe, this is it. And this is my story, you know, for MOD. So, like I said, this record, again, my intention was to come out, and I proved my cynicism to myself. I mean, I'm a lot more wise and a lot more educated than I was when I first started writing music. And so, whereas I think I'm not just as topical or cynical or satirical, it's more about educational at this point for me and expressive. And this MOD record, again, is more of an introspective of me. It really says everything that I personally believe in is said on this record.
Kind of when we started this interview, before we started, I kind of disclaimed. I said, you know, we're definitely gonna have to talk about politics somewhere in there, and we may have to jump into it a little sooner than I anticipated. But I mean, with the title, you know, the Red, White, and Screwed, and then I'm looking at some of the song titles, and you know, I think one of them that sticks out is, you know, The Greatest Lie Ever Told, and you know, so if you can kind of surmise a little bit about lyrically, politically, kind of how you feel with regards to what this record is saying on that front.
Well, Red, White, and Screwed as a concept, as a title track of the song, basically is my wearing my beliefs. That's what it is. I know that I'm pro-American. It doesn't mean I'm fascist or racist or anything, but I am pro-American. I believe in this country, and anyone that's ever been in this country knows that this country offers things that no country will ever offer anywhere else in the world. So, I mean, I honestly believe that, and I also believe in the good old days of you know, chivalry and honor and integrity and honesty. Red, White, and Screwed is my way of saying I know what I believe in, and I know my industry doesn't believe in me, so I'm screwed no matter what I do. So I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's why I'm screwed. I truly believe, you know, in what I believe in. I'm not a person that says, you know, oh yes, this song's about chewing corpses. You know, out of here. You want to chew a corpse, dude? Come on. I'll bring you to the cemetery and dig it up for you myself. You know, I hate that kind of or these satanic people. They wear an upside down cross. And I'm like, well, that's one of the most religious Christian symbols you could wear as an upside down cross, because it's the crucifixion of Saint Peter, not crucifixion of Satan. So people don't know what talking about, but I do. And on the other hand, I still stand by what I stand by, regardless to whether people are going to accept me in my industry. I ain't going anywhere at this point.
It seems that despite what the industry is thinking, or how accepting on the back end and how they want to work a piece of work like this, that the fans and even a lot of the critics have really kind of acclaimed this release. I've read nothing but good things about it online. So how do you feel about the reception that it's getting from people who know Billy Milano? They know who you are and what you stand for, and they relate to the message and really are listening to this music and buying the CD and jamming out to it at home, just like we are.
Right. Well, I'm honored that they like the record. I mean, it's getting the best reviews of anything I've done outside of Speak English or Die, which for me is quite ironic, and I'll tell you why, Rob. Because I did this record for fun. I didn't want to do a record where I had to tour it, because I don't like touring, where I had to go overseas because I don't like going overseas, or I had to do more than I wanted to do, which means I have to listen to someone else. So those are the three things that I didn't want to do as a result of doing a record. And they're exactly the three things that I have to do as a result of the record getting the acclaim that it's getting. Now, it's going to be the last MOD record. This is no doubt in my mind, because there's no reason to do it, another one. I don't care about the money. I've never done it for the money. I work for a living. But the fact that I've made my point after 21 years is good enough for me. That, to me, is wealth beyond riches.